difficult exam questions on bearings. You've been asked to work out the distance from C to A. So we're talking about this distance here. And when it comes to distance on a triangle, it's either Pythagoras or trigonometry, SOHCAHTOA, advanced trig. You can see it's a non-right angle triangle. So it is going to be either a sine rule or cosine rule. You're looking at that triangle and you know this is 100 degrees because angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So we know this is 100 degrees. And because you know this is 100 degrees, and you would have known from your cosine rule, when you have the included angle and you know the two sides, either side of the angle, it will be a cosine rule to work out this missing distance. So we know from our formula sheet x squared is equal to 35 squared plus 65 squared, take away 2 times 35 times 65 times cos the angle in the middle, which is 100 degrees. Remember, your answer is still equal to x squared, which is 6240.099. If you want to get x, you need to square root it, and that ends up being 78.99. They went to the nearest kilometers, so the answer will be 79 kilometers. From practice, you should know that is a cosine rule, and from your basics, you should know that is 100 degrees. Now, this is the more difficult part. We're talking about bearings. Some very basic knowledge on bearing is that it does need to be 3 digits. It does need to be facing north, and it does need to be measured clockwise. 3 digits, facing north, clockwise. The word from is really important. Work out the bearing of A from C. That means we are starting on C here. From C. There's no point starting on A, it's from C. Now we want the bearing of A from C. Remember, you must start north. There you go. You must measure the bearing from north clockwise. So if I go clockwise, so this is the angle I want. Why did I stop there? Because that line takes you to A. So bearing means give me the angle from C, which will take me to A. So I need to work out that angle. So what do I know? I know this is 100. Now, if you looked at my previous videos on corresponding angles and interior angles, you will know when you have two parallel lines and you have two angles looking at each other. So these two angles are what we call interior angles, co-interior angles, or supplementary angles. And supplementary angles add up to 180. So 180 take away 80, so this must be 100 degrees. Okay? So we now know that is 100 degrees. Now, you're looking around and you're thinking, what else do I need? So that's 100. You obviously cannot do much inside the triangles because you still have this angle here missing. So you look at the triangle and you think, so I know this is 79. What can I do to work out this missing angle X? So I look at the triangle and I know from my practice I can work that angle out. Sin X over its opposite, which is 35, must equal to sin 100 over 79. I can now apply sine rule. So sin x is sin 100 over 79 times 35. Obviously, you will get sin x is 0.4363. You will need to press shift sin, press the answer button so you got your 0.4363 in there, and that will tell you that angle is 25.86 degrees. So using the sine rule, you now know that x is 25.86 degrees. If we then have a look, and if we focus in this area, we will know that angles around a point add up to 360. So 360, take away the 100 degrees, which is here, take away this 25.86. This will leave you with this angle, this bearing to be 234.14 degrees. The bearing has to be 3 digits, so 234. And that's my bearing. Thank you.